If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or like you're walking through darkness, this video is for you. Today we're going back to the very beginning, to the first 3 verses of the Bible, to discover a powerful truth. That even in chaos, even in emptiness, you can begin again. So take a breath. Open your heart. And if this message speaks to you, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with someone who might need light today. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Everything starts somewhere. Every journey, every breakthrough, every healing, it all begins with a moment. This verse reminds us that God didn't wait for perfect conditions. He didn't need structure to create. He started. And often, that's where many of us get stuck. We're waiting for everything to be right. For the fear to go away. For a sign. But beginnings rarely feel comfortable. They feel uncertain, raw, and fragile. Just like you might be feeling now. But the beginning is where courage lives. Where momentum starts. You don't need to know how it will end. You only need to begin, with faith that each step forward will reveal the next. God didn't create the entire world in 1 second. He worked through stages. And so will you. The earth was formless and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. Let's talk about that word, formless. Maybe that's how your life feels right now. Busy, but directionless. Full, but not fulfilled. Maybe you've tried things that didn't work out. Or you've spent so long surviving that you've forgotten how to dream. Darkness doesn't always mean evil. Sometimes it just means confusion. A season where you can't quite see what's next. Where nothing feels solid. Where hope feels out of reach. But here's the truth. This is not failure. This is the same state the world was in before God shaped it. This is potential, untamed, unformed potential. Don't curse the void. Don't run from the silence. This is where the deep work happens, where foundations are built. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're becoming. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Even in the middle of that formless, dark scene, God was present. He didn't wait until things were fixed. He hovered. He remained. He stayed close. This tells us something vital. God doesn't distance himself from your mess. He doesn't pull back when you're struggling. He leans in. In fact, some of the most profound moments of spiritual growth happen in our lowest points, when there's nothing left to lean on except Him. You might not feel Him. You might not see evidence yet. But He is hovering over your chaos, just like He did in the beginning. Watching. Holding. Preparing. That pain you're feeling. It's not a sign of His absence. It's the place where something sacred is being formed. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God didn't start by reorganizing the mess. He didn't fix the chaos. He spoke light into it. There's incredible power in a declaration, in naming what's needed, even before it's visible. God said, "Let there be light," before light existed. You have that same creative spark in you. Not to command galaxies, but to speak faith. To speak direction. To speak possibility. When was the last time you spoke hope over your situation? When did you last say, "I will overcome," even if you didn't feel like it? That's what light does. It declares truth into the dark. Stop waiting to feel it before you speak it. Speak it until you feel it. Let there be light, in your family, your health, your purpose, your identity. You were made in God's image. That means you're not just a bystander in your own life, you're a builder. God is a creator. And if you reflect Him, then you have the capacity to create too. To create peace. To create joy. To create a future that looks different from your past. Too often, we let life happen to us. We settle. We survive. But creation is intentional. It takes vision, effort, and yes, faith. You create every day. With your habits. With your words. With your choices. So the real question is, what are you creating? Are you building a life based on fear or on purpose? Are you repeating patterns, or rewriting your story? The same voice that brought order from chaos now calls you to step into that identity. To stop waiting and start shaping. You don't need to be famous to be impactful. You just need to be faithful. Don't confuse darkness with defeat. Some of the most powerful seeds are planted deep in the ground, invisible, silent, buried. But that doesn't mean they're dead. It means they're becoming. You might be in a dark place right now, financially, emotionally, spiritually. But what if the darkness isn't punishment, but preparation? It's in the dark where we learn to listen. Where we grow roots. Where our faith matures. Everyone wants breakthrough. But few are willing to sit in the soil. To be still. To be quiet. To be formed. Don't rush it. Don't skip the process. The darkness you're walking through could be the womb of your destiny. Hold on. Keep showing up. Keep believing. Because when the light comes, and it will, everything changes. Now comes the truth that brings it all together. You are the place where the light begins. The same voice that spoke the universe into motion now whispers to your soul. You can start again. You can be made new. Let there be light, not just around you, but in you. In your thoughts. In your heart. In your identity. You are not too far gone. You are not too late. You are not disqualified. Say it out loud. Let there be light, in my mind. In my body. In my soul. In my dreams. You don't need permission. You don't need perfection. You just need presence. The presence of God. The presence of truth. The presence of courage to begin again. Darkness isn't the end, it's the setup for something beautiful. And if this message sparked something in you, don't let it stop here. Subscribe for more encouragement, share your thoughts in the comments, and send this to someone who might be waiting for a breakthrough. Speak it. Live it. And let there be light.